Hey everyone, what's happening? Lex back today for another sneak peek video here in Brawl Stars, and we are going to be showing you everything that is in the update. That's right, now I can show you everything and let you know all the stuff that is coming from the brand new skins, the new maps, UI changes, new gadgets, balance changes. There's a lot of stuff, guys. However, there is a change to trophies that you're probably not going to like. I'll tell you about that here in just a second. Let's start off with the brand new skins that we're going to be getting in this update. Now with these brand new skins, I'm going to be telling you when they're going to be coming out, how much they're going to cost you, and all the details about them. And of course, if you are going to be buying anything in Brawl Stars, be sure to use code LEX. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but it does help me, my family, and this channel. And I appreciate you guys so very, very much. I really do. Thank you guys. First off, we have the Daryl skin. Now, the Daryl skin is going to be on Tier 1 of the Brawl Pass, and of course, it will come with the update. Now, there are no new winning or losing animations, but there are some really cool shot animations, so check that out. Next up, and probably my favorite skin in this update, is going to be Dark Lord Spike. Now, this is going to be coming out on February the 19th, and it's going to cost you 149 gems. Now, he's getting custom shot animations, custom winning, and custom losing animations. So you get the full package. In fact, I think he even has custom voice lines. Check this out. No. It's still Spike. Moving along, we have Ronin Ruffs, which is going to be at Tier 70 of the Brawl Pass. So the final skin for Colonel Ruffs is going to be Ronin Ruffs, and it looks really cool. You get custom shot animations, you get custom winning and losing animations, and it just looks really cool. The dude got like a sword, although he can't quite get it out whenever he loses. Next up, and the last of the skins that are in this update that are part of the Lunar New Year skins, is going to be Navigator Colette. Now, she's going to come out on February the 5th, and it's going to cost you 79 gems. There are no custom winning or losing animations, but there is a custom shot animation, which does look really cool. So if you like that one, it's going to cost you 79 gems on February the 5th. Next up, your Valentine's Day skin is going to be Smooth Lou. So February the 14th is going to come out, and it's going to cost you 79 gems. That is a little bit more than I thought it was going to be, but he does have custom shot animations as well as like a custom super animation. There are no custom winning or losing animations. In fact, his losing animation, he kind of just slams a microphone into his face. So that's something. But yeah, it's going to be 79 gems, and I actually really like this skin. I think it looks really good. It's just that losing animation, though. Now, the only star point skin that we get in this update is Dark Tide Carl. And this one is also coming with the update, so when it launches, it will be available if it shows up in your shop. It's going to set you back 10,000 star points, and there are no custom winning or losing or shot animations. Although his shot does look different than Captain Carl. I think it's like the normal shot, but a little bit darker maybe, so I guess it's kind of custom. The only really thing that's different about this is the main color of the skin, and more importantly, homie's got a goatee. I'd say that's worth 10,000 star points. And the last skin in this update is actually really amazing because not only does it have custom shot, custom winning and losing animations, but he has his very own voice lines just for this skin, like brand new voice lines for this brawler, for this skin, and that is Space Ox Bull. Check out some of these custom voice lines.
Judge! Who is she? Don't judge Bull, Bull judge you! Creepus, Crawlus, Maximus! Guilty as charged! I am the Bull! Oh, I hate bugs! No one breaks Bull's rules! Nighty-night! Don't let the big bugs bite!
Those are really cool, but also check out the winning animation, the losing animation, and his custom shots, which are very similar to normal, but they kind of like had a little sparkle to them. They just got a little bit of sparkle to them. Now, one of the really cool things in this update, just the details that they've been putting into the brawlers, is there are a lot of brawlers with brand new facial animations. I'm going to read those off. You're going to see them on the screen. They're pretty darn cool, actually. So we've got brand new facial animations for Shelly Bandita, Shelly Witch, not only the base model Nita, but also the Nita Sheba model, Corsair Colt, both Bull and Barbarian King Bull, but for some reason we don't have that skin in the dev build. So be sure to check out the new facial animations on the Barbarian King Bull whenever the update actually launches. Also, for 3 models for Dynamite, his normal model, Robo Mike, and Coach Mike all get new facial animations, along with Calvera Piper, BB, Heroin BB, Mega Beetle B, Mortis, Night Witch Mortis, Rockabilly Mortis, Jackie, Frank, Max, and Shadow Knight Jesse. And now for the trophy change that you're probably not going to like. Maybe it won't affect you, maybe it will. Brawl Stars is removing trophies from the competition map slot winner section. You could never gain trophies in the competition slot, of course, but you could whenever the winner was picked. Now, that will no longer be the case. They were concerned about, the maps being able to exploit them for really fast trophies, so no longer will you be able to gain trophies in the competition map slot winner. And of course, as you saw in the Brawl Talk, we are getting 5 new Lunar New Year pins, as well as new background and music. Now, we have a ton of brand new maps that are coming into the game. You'll see them over here while I'm talking, but almost all of these brand new maps have come from the competition map slot. So if you made a map, you put it in the competition. Even if you didn't win, the developers may have seen your map and really liked it, and now it's going to be put into game. One of them, Arena and Foil, if you guys remember, like the very first day of the competition maps, like everything broke, and this is the only map that you can play. So if you have flashbacks to Arena and Foil, I'm sorry, but it's going to be in the rotation now. And of course, we've got the brand new space hangar environment. You can see right here as I'm running around the environment, some really cool stuff. You got the spaceship, you got Colonel Ruffs, kind of like, almost feels like he's giving the welcome address to the troops, or like maybe rallying them up. I don't know, but he's saying to get to the hopper. Get to the Jabba. It feels very different than any of the other environments in the game, like more so than normal, but I love it. I think it looks really great. You guys let me know down below if you think it looks as good as I do. I mean, wait a second. It can't look as good as I do. And of course, we're getting a bunch of brand new gadgets in this update as well. Let me tell you all about them because some of them are pretty darn cool. Okay, so Rosa's gadget, as you guys pointed out, because I didn't quite catch it in the sneak peeks, any opponents hiding in the bushes take 100 damage and they get slowed down for 3 seconds. This is going to be really good, especially for some really grassy maps. Keep brawlers from getting away from you, or just to kind of point them out in the grass real quick, because it kind of flashes and you see them all, and then they get that 100 damage. You'll know where they are. You can pick them out. It's a really good gadget for Rosa. Mr. P's, however, I think is kind of cracked. I kind of love it, actually, because his next shot, whenever it does its final bounce, wherever it lands, a porter will spawn. And it's not just one porter. You can chain 3 of them, as well as your normal porter station. You can have 4 porters running around with you. That's going to get a little bit crazy, but as you can see here in the training cave, I just sit back and let them do my bidding for me. It's like, yo, I'm used to having employees. I'm Mr. P. Do my work. And they do. They just churn away at those bots. Poco's, I actually guessed right from the Brawl Talk. What it does, it's got a massive radius, and anybody in that radius, any of your friendly teammates, they will become invulnerable to any sort of CC like stun or knockback or that kind of thing. And if they are already affected by, like, say, a stun, like say Frank stunned them, you can hit that gadget real quick and it will clear them of that CC effect. Frank's is really interesting. What it does is his next attack pulls the enemy closer to you. Now, how close it actually pulls them depends on how far away or how close they are to you. It seems like it pulls them a set distance, not all the way to you, regardless of where they are. So if you catch them at the very end of your shot, it'll pull them like halfway to you. If you hit them in the middle, it'll pull them all the way to you. It's pretty cool. It'll be interesting to use this one. I don't know how super effective it is, but if you can land it, anybody who would normally turn tail and run away from you, you'll be able to pull them close to you and keep them close and basically force them to fight you. Hopefully that's a good thing. This could turn around to be a bad thing as well, so use it wisely. Now, Jeans is kind of crazy as well. In the Brawl Talk, we saw him shoot out those 2 little evil spirits towards the brawlers. Well, that's exactly what it does. It homes in. They're actually like kind of like Piper's homemade recipe shots, where they will actually home in on the brawler, and it's any brawler, any and all brawlers within the area of effect of your massive gadget, and it is huge. That's what she said. They will do more damage the further away they are from you, so up to 800 damage. So if there's tons of brawlers around you, you pop that gadget, it will shoot all of them. It'll shoot at all of them. Now, the only caveats there is that if they're in a bush and you can't see them, or if they're, say, behind a wall, it will not shoot towards them. But this is an interesting gadget. I don't know if it's going to be any better than this first one. It feels like the knockback is more useful in more scenarios, but if somebody's just barely getting away and you can hit them with this gadget, that might be pretty cool. Get some really cool kills that way. Nani's gadget, called Return to Sender, is also pretty interesting. What happens is, whenever you activate this gadget, the next time you take damage from somebody, it will send 80% of that damage back to the person who shot you. So if you did 1,000 damage on Nani, 800 of it would come flying back to you. You can tell she has it activated because there's a bubble around her, and if you hit her, you can't avoid the damage coming back to you. It's a little ball that kind of like floats towards you. You're just going to eat it. There's nothing you can do to stop it. Terra's is really neat as well, although there's some severe limitations to it. First off, she spawns 3 shadow clones, right? So she does the whole, shadow clone jutsu. She does her best Naruto impersonation, gets 3 shadow clones on the field at the same time. However, she hasn't been practicing enough. These shadow clones don't last for very long. 3 of them will spawn. They'll chase whoever is nearby, but they only last for 6 seconds. So it's really cool while they're doing their thing, but it's very short-lived. And lastly, Tick's new gadget is that he creates a bubble, a shield around himself where he is immune to all damage for 1 second. And then at the end of that 1 second, he will explode, dealing 1,000 damage in a little very small AoE. Now, this damage does not blow up walls and it will not destroy grass. So that doesn't happen. However, it will do, damage to anybody right around him. One note before we hop into the balance changes is that the actual UI for selecting your game modes, as well as selecting, like a map in friendly games, both of those have changed. The screen selection for the events actually looks really slick. That looks way better and just a lot cleaner than it was before. The friendly game ones, it's basically the same thing. It's just turned, landscape instead of portrait. Okay, so now for some of the balance changes, which some of you might have already kind of surmised by watching my Colonel Ruff's 1v1 video versus all brawlers. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. But let's start at the very top here with the balance changes. Amber, she is getting her main attack damage increased from 2,000 up to 2,200, as well as her health increased from 3,000 up to 3,200. So 2 buffs for Amber. BB is also seeing a buff with her health. It's going from 3,800 up to 4,200. Carl's gadget, Heat Ejector, is also seeing a buff. The damage is being increased from 400 up to 600. Crow is getting a very interesting buff, but almost kind of rework. I feel like the developers are just like struggling to find a way to make Crow viable in 3v3 without breaking him in Showdown. So this is what they're doing. Enemies that are poisoned by Crow will now receive 40% reduced healing from all sources. So if you are under the effect of Crow's poison from all sources, you will be healed for 40% less. That'll be really good if you're going against a healer comp, say in 3v3, if they had got a Pam or a Byron or a Poco or something like that. But any other places, They've also increased his supercharge rate from his main attack slightly, from 15 daggers down to 14 daggers. So you're going to get your super 1 dagger quicker. Gene is also seeing a buff. His main attack damage is being increased from 1,000 up to 1,080. Jessie is seeing a pretty significant buff. Her main attack damage is being increased from 920 all the way up to 1,120. However, her main attack will now deal 25% less damage with each additional bounce. So her main shot is going to be stronger. After it ricochets and bounces to the next target, it'll get weaker and weaker as it bounces along. So Leon is getting 2 buffs. First off, his main attack damage is being increased from 460 to 480. So a slight buff to his main attack. However, his supercharge rate will increase to fully charge from 2 main attacks at close range. So if you get up close to somebody and hit 2 full shots, you will get your super back right away. Max is also seeing her gadget Sneaky Sneaker's activation delay reduced from 4 seconds down to 3 seconds. Sandy gets a pretty nice buff in that his supercharge rate is going to fully charge off of 5 hits now instead of 6. Sprout is seeing his main attack damage increase from 940 up to 1,020, so a very sizable buff for Sprout. And Colt gets another nerf. This one, personally, I didn't think he really needed. After the nerf to Silver Bullet, he kind of felt okay, but his main attack reload speed is being decreased by 5.9%. And that, my friends, is everything in Season 5, the Star Force update. What do you guys think about it? Do you agree with the balance changes? Which skin is your favorite? What do you think about the other new gadgets? Which one are you most looking forward to getting? Let me know in the comments down below. I hope you guys have enjoyed the sneak peeks. I appreciate you guys' support so very, very much. Be sure to use code LEX in the Brawl Stars shop. And for now, that's going to wrap it up. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, until next time, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Peace out.